That Denver game was the last game no one would ever play for us. Not ever, but and as a Raptor fan, you just have to say farewell. He did good by us. This previous season was his best season as a Raptor. Sad to see him go, but it's just appreciation. We appreciate Noman. He was part of the 2018-2019 championship team. We drafted him. I still remember him in the playoffs against the Milwaukee Bucks when he got that steal and he got that huge slam. I was just like, yeah. He had some ups and downs, we'll be honest, but even as a starter, he always produced. As a starter, he always produced. Maybe at the bench sometimes he was inconsistent, but as a starter, Norman Powell was always there. And this trade that happened with him going to Trailblazers for Rodney Hood and Gary Trent. What Raptors get is a younger guy, Gary Trent. With Siege out, he's been playing really good. He shows promise. He's a good shooter. He's a good defender as well. So we don't lose anything on defense. He's not a good penetrator, pause, like Norman Powell, but he still does a good job. Then we have Ronnie Hood. Ronnie Hood this season for the Portland Trailblazers hasn't done a really good job, but I know he's a veteran. He's a seasoned veteran, and he gives us something that if we do make a playoff push, he's at least gonna give us something because our bench sometimes you have people with 0 points, and sometimes you'll see people with um 15 points, but it's very unlikely with the bench we had before the trade deadline. Now, Terrence Davis. Raptors fans knows that Matt Devlin wasn't the biggest fan of, not Matt Devlin, Jack Armstrong wasn't the biggest fan of Terrence Davis, but he showed promises. Like he showed promise. Like there will be times where he's locked in on defense. He's hitting his shots. He's driving. He's penetrating. At some point last year, he was our backup point guard. But then after he shows boneheaded mistakes, he's inconsistent. He's like a young Terrence Ross for us. And with where we're trying to go right now, we have no, we don't have any space for that. And the trade with him and second round pick, I'm gonna be honest, wasn't a best trade, but I mean, what do you expect to get from Terrence Davis? It was his contract is going up, so he's gonna need to get paid. And I don't think we're going to be able to pay for him. Not this year, but next year. I don't think we're gonna be able to pay for him. Not be able to pay for him, but I don't think it's the smartest thing to keep him just for free agency. Then you have Matt Thomas. Matt Thomas, fan favorite. A lot of people loved him. I must say that he's a good shooter, and I really liked him. But that's kind of all he does. It's like a JJ Redick, but a young JJ Redick. That's not what the Raptors need right now. Paul Watson, at least he's. I'm gonna be honest. I'm liking him more than Matt Thomas because he's lengthy. He has long arms. He's active on defensive end, and against Denver, he did pretty good. In the corner, he was moving his feet. He's a good bench player to have. It's sad to see Matt Thomas and Terrence Davis, who he was a fan favorites, get traded for second round picks. But it was to anticipate for Kyle Lowry getting traded for pieces. But we keep Kyle Lowry. Raptors fans, you could say that kind of wanted to trade Kyle Lowry. I'm gonna be honest, in my head, I kind of want to trade Kyle Lowry to see just a different, different lineup, different rotations. But I mean, he's the greatest Raptor of all time. There's nothing to be mad at. We have him for the rest of the season. Now it's to the point where it's like, how much are you going to pay for him in the offseason? I don't know, but that's for the future to come. If you like the video, and peace.